Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on August 31st, 2022. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet. Welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, as well as earthquakes, volcanoes, and a look at world weather. Starting out here, always looking at our sun, 304 angstroms, able to show all of the plasma erecting from the surface of our sun, which in the cresting view on the left-hand side is very busy. Our sun throwing up a few plasma tornadoes, as you can see one on the left there documented yesterday, and then watch on the right hand side after this big solar prominence for the solar tornado to hang around there and just spin-a-rooney, and we've got a few of them erecting from the surface. Looking at the last 48 hours outgoing, little Earth to scale comparison. Of course, on the right hand side we had that active region that threw out 3 M-class flares in the past 48 hours. And as well, Earth-facing sunspot right now. Looking at multi-spectrum, most active regions in the southern hemisphere. And as well, we've got activity antipodal, northeast, southwest, and as well central region. No new solar flares thwarted our way. 193 angstroms here. Looking at coronal holes, we've got that now turning in equatorial coronal hole. Watch for solar wind speeds to increase as that penetrates Earth in the next 24 hours. At the same time as the CME giving us a glancing blow. So stay tuned to the Daily Do and as well the live streams, as we will be keeping you updated on earthquakes and as well changes in our space weather. Quick look here at the most active sunspot region in the southern hemisphere. Positive, negativity working against each other. Looking at LASCO 2. Again, no new solar flares or CMEs heading our way. Just the continuation of yesterday's event. Huge CME plasma filament eruption was the initial cause in the southern hemisphere. Looking at the solar X-ray flux just recently, C-class flare heading in an outgoing position. But a little anomaly happening there after the M-class flares, that huge drop into A range. Very interesting there. Here's our probability for aurora coming tonight yet again for Canada. Looking at our real-time solar wind, we're sitting at about 500 kilometers per second, streamlining out a bit after being up in the 530s to 580s late last night. And that is ahead of coronal hole wind stream. ISWA space prediction spiral showing that minor C-class flare taking off at Osiris. Schumann resonance for today is a power of 53. Highly charged day. Look at that zap. That was right around the lunchtime today. Amplitude of 53, power of 39, quality of 10. So yeah, heads up everybody, and wear a hat out there. Maybe even a tinfoil hat. All right, let's have a look at earthquakes here the past 24 hours. Actually, last 48 hours. Our largest being a 6.3 here, the Pacific and Antarctic Ridge. That's right, and that came out after a pretty deep earthquake in the Fiji region. We had a 497 kilometer depth there, but a very deep one here, Vanuatu region, 615 kilometer depth. And that was just before that large 6.3. Lots of activity Indonesia and up into the Philippines today. Papua New Guinea 4.6 there, and as well 4.7 Mariana Islands. Abipura, Indonesia. Sarangani, the regular culprits here for earthquakes. Ryukyu Islands, Japan 5.0, and as well Ishinomaki 4.4 just recently. Getting into western Xinjiang, China 4.5, and as well a 4.6 here, Kalat Pakistan early this morning. And a lot of activity here. Carlsberg Ridge, Somalia Plate, and to the Arabian Plate. Earthquakes continue. 4.5 there, Yemen as well. And look at Africa. Tanzania, 4.6 reported yesterday, and a 3.9 Lake Victoria region. Uganda. So heads up, Africa, as these earthquakes are increasing. And right after that, a 5.5 rocked Greece, and as well a 4.7 there. In the middle of the ocean, the Aegean Sea, but still, definitely notable. Quiet across the South American plate. Really, the largest reported today was a 3.4. That's a little bit strange and a little bit eerie, as I am still expecting something here, something big to happen. Northern parts of South America and as well Central America. Puerto Rico earthquakes continue on, and look at all this activity through Guatemala up into Mexico, and as well increasing activity through the United States here. 2.6 Oklahoma today, as well Kansas with a 2.6. Largest through the region was a 4.0 Delta BC Max, and as well 3.9 Mena, Nevada yesterday. Alaska continues to see a lot of earthquakes, a lot of minor seismicity. Having a look at USGS, they are reporting 252 earthquakes across the USGS map the past 24 hours. Just wanted to give you a show here of what's going on. Swarming there, Alaska, and as well California, all around the rim. Minor earthquake reported there, New Jersey, Lake Telemark, 1.7. Let's have a look here at the last 7 days, though. Something very notable, as I noticed today, was overlooking Yellowstone. Over the past 7 days, we've seen almost 200 earthquakes rocking northern Yellowstone, Mammoth, Wyoming, and as well Yellowstone National Park. So heads up, Wyoming and people surrounding Yellowstone. Look at the Pacific Northwest. All of those triangles, those squares are explosions. Look at all the minor seismicity through Alaska as well, all along the Aleutian Islands. That's the last 7 days. 2,316 across the USGS map, and that is all magnitude. Let's have a look at the Pacific Disaster Center, showing the most recent satellite imagery and as well most recent volcanoes getting updated. Tornado warning there, Jacksonville, Florida. Popocatépetl in Mexico is erupting, and as well Semeru, Indonesia. Sabancaya in Peru. Shevelich, Russia. Dakono, Indonesia. Reventador in Ecuador. Fuego in Guatemala. Nevadas de Ruiz, Colombia. Ibu, Indonesia. A lot of wildfires through South America and as well Africa. All those blue icons. Looking at Kadavor, Papua New Guinea, newly awakened. Ebuko in Russia. 184 active hazards across this app. Please feel free to download it if you want to stay aware and prepared as I do. Or just tune in every day to this put together ensemble of earthquakes, volcanoes, and as well space weather. Having a look at satellite imagery here across the Pacific. Large atmospheric river stretching from India all the way to Alaska. As well, we've got Typhoon Himamnore, who has been active now for 3 days and turned into a Category 5 yesterday, but it is expected to just graze parts of Taiwan. Having a look here at the satellite imagery from Zoom Earth, showing the last 2 days, and as well here the last day and a half, 72 hours, as it is now a Category 4 typhoon. And it is set to head towards Taiwan and then straight northward here, as you can see with that small forecast model. Having a look over Russia. Interesting cold temperatures are starting to move in, as well parts of Eastern Europe could see -2 to -11, and as well the snow is a coming. 60 centimeters, so that's a few feet of snow already. Northern parts of Russia as well, look for some in the Alberta foothills as cooler temperatures in the long range start to come in. Let's have a look at world weather here the next few days, starting out here in eastern Canada. Huge wave of moisture is affecting parts of the Atlantic provinces. Large low pressure system over the Hudson Bay right now, bringing stormy conditions through Quebec and as well through Newfoundland in the long range. Low pressure system here coming from the north is going to bring an extreme weather event to parts of northern Saskatchewan and Manitoba as that heads towards Hudson Bay as well. Alaska, parts of northern BC, watch for this atmospheric river to penetrate you guys over the next few days. And then that low is finally going to dip south. Other than that, stormy conditions continue around the Gulf states. Possible tropical system here developing for southern Mexico, Guatemala. And as well, we've got a few systems here developing in the Atlantic, but nothing is to develop here in this forecast anyway, not for the United States. Could see one in the long range here. Stay tuned for Canada. As well, we've got quite possibly atmospheric river affecting South America right now. Heavy snow, heavy rainfall with that long line of moisture. Overlooking Africa, daily evaporation rains, equatorial regions, west coast, watch for really stormy conditions, high surf. Overlooking Europe, watch for this northern low to come out of Iceland. By Monday into Tuesday, you'll see stormy conditions, United Kingdom. And then the forecast here for Typhoon Himamnore, as it was a super typhoon yesterday. Let's have a quick look here at what it has done and where it is going. Category 5 yesterday, Category 4 today. It's going to bring a lot of moisture through the Philippines as well. Look at Taiwan shoreline, China shoreline, and then South Korea. Now, originally this was forecasted to go to Japan. My, how things can change. Watch for that system to head up into Russia. Overlooking Australia and as well Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. Watch for both east and west coast to be affected by low pressure systems this week. Saturday into Sunday, and then Tuesday, watch for a low to penetrate the continent here. And we'll be bringing some stormy conditions across eastern Australia and as well New South Wales. Watch for really stormy conditions there through Sydney. Leave you here with a quick look here at the forecast models for monsoon affected areas. Again, thoughts and prayers going out to Pakistan. Many have lost their homes and lives. Much love, everybody. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And get your daily dew. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.